Hey, I'm Trichotrauma, and today we're talking about my personal experiences with back pain. And, again, this isn't medical advice, this is my personal experiences. Um, so, a couple years ago, I started noticing some lower back pain. And I initially thought that pain was more like a tweaked muscle. It came about right around Christmas time, and I thought tried to get a Christmas tree out of an attic, box shifted on me. I thought I'd tweaked my back when I was doing that, and so it was one of those take a naproxen sodium or an ibuprofen kind of a product that was over the counter, and hopefully give it a week or two and it'll go away, and it just didn't. And then I saw a couple of doctors, and progressively they gave me stronger and stronger muscle relaxers, saying that eventually this will go away, and it just didn't. And then finally I saw a physician who said, I think you just have arthritis in your low back is what it is. And so I lived with that for a while, and it made it really uncomfortable because again, a lot of my job is driving, and it would just cause me an awful lot of lower back discomfort when I would be driving around all day. And so I had to position the seat in my truck a certain way so that I didn't put a lot of pressure on my low back, and kind of just tried to do things to compensate for this for a while, and trying to resolve the pain, figure out what it was. And I really already knew I didn't want to go down the route of something that would be like a surgical intervention or something, because I didn't want to end up being out of work and potentially get into a realm where it could hurt your back enough that it would be one of those things that would end a career. So I started paying attention to different things, and I really can't tell you exactly where I heard about this product from, but I will say that this product has completely changed lower back pain for me. Now, on the flip side, I've recommended this product to several individuals since I started taking it myself, and just said, hey, listen, just give it a shot. Just give it a shot. And the one thing I can tell you from my experience, and recommended it to a couple other people who have had, I think all of them but one have had success with this product. Now, the one who didn't, the nature of their back pain was from trauma. They had an injury, an actual traumatic injury. I believe it was a jet ski crash, who had trauma to their back, and this product hasn't worked for them. But all the other people I've recommended it to, it has eventually worked for them. And I would say eventually, when you start taking this, you will know within about 2 weeks whether or not it's going to work for you. This isn't like one of those, hey, we're going to take this indefinitely and hope sooner or later it's going to work. Most people, it's about 10 days. It took about 10 days when I first started taking it before I knew that, hey, wait a minute, I'm not having back pain. And one of the guys who I've gotten to try this product within the last year is a 70-something-year-old welder. And if you know anything about welders, they're constantly hunched over. And this guy was having low back pain, and said he had been for about 20 years, and was really starting to think about the possibility of transitioning out of his own career and his own business that he owned, because it was just getting to the point where he just lived in pain every day. And so I had a bottle of this stuff. I gave it to him. I said, just try it. There's nothing on the table here for you but trying it. Just try it, and give me 2 good weeks. And at the end of 2 weeks, if it hadn't worked, give me the rest of the bottle back. No harm, no foul, right? And about 2 weeks later, I went back to his shop, and as soon as I got out of the car, he said, come here. He said, I got to tell you something. He said, I did what you said, and I took this product, and 10 days from the day I started taking it, he said, I woke up in the morning, and I put my feet on the floor, and I said, huh. My wife said, what? And he said, I don't have any back pain. And he said, I took it for 2 more days, so he's on day 12, and he gets out of bed, and his wife says, do you have any back pain? He said, no. And when he came home from work that day, his wife had ordered 20 bottles of this product, right? Now, again, guys, I'm not being brand specific, all right? This is the brand that I have right now, but the product itself is an herb called Devil's Claw, okay? And I'm not brand specific, but what I will tell you is Devil's Claw for me has, beyond a shadow of a doubt, ended arthritic back pain for me. Okay? And I'm talking about, I don't have any back pain, and I used to have, it used to be uncomfortable enough that sitting in a pew in church called me back pain. And now, no. Now I can drive all day, don't have any back pain. You know, just a phenomenal product. And again, I can't remember exactly where I initially heard about it, but what I do at 200, I basically run about in the 220s. All right, so 200, I think today I was 228 pounds in the gym. So 228 pounds, these are 500 milligram capsules. I take 3 capsules first thing in the morning with my coffee. All right, so first thing in the morning, I take 3, and again, not medical advice, I'm just telling you about my experience. In the morning, I get up, I have my coffee, I take 3 500 milligram capsules, and no back pain, okay? And after having taken this product for about a year, I don't know why, but I said, well, maybe I was just having temporary back pain, and I decided I'm gonna stop taking it for a little bit. Bad choice. About 4 days later, I woke up and it reminded me why I take this product. I couldn't order it online fast enough and get it back to the house. And then you have to wait another 10 days for it to get to working again. It was just miserable about 2 weeks to get back on the product, to get my back in order. Consequently, you know, that isn't the only thing I do. I do see a chiropractor 1 time a week and get an adjustment. The adjustment, I can tell you that the adjustment in and among itself does not resolve the back pain for me, but the Devil's Claw does, and the adjustment keeps my back straight and it keeps it more flexible, so I have even less issues doing anything. I don't have any residual pain in the gym from a good workout, you know, any of that kind of stuff. But even when I went to the chiropractor, when I started, they did x-rays of my back, and he, without even telling him, because, you know, I didn't tell him on the medical history form that I thought I had arthritic back, and even he told me right off the get-go from the x-rays of my low back that I had arthritis in my low back. Not tremendously severe arthritis, but that I did have arthritis in my low back. So Devil's Claw for me is a product that I absolutely stand by, because I've used it with success now for several years, and I do know for me that it works and it gets rid of back pain, and I have recommended to several people, gotten them to try it, and know for a fact that it has worked for them. Matter of fact, every once in a while, I don't know why it is, but every once in a while it seems like the market kind of gets a little bit scarce for it. And some of the people who I've recommended it to, I'll get a message or a phone call from and said, hey, do you have any extra bottles of it, or where are you getting it from right now? Because the normal place I get it from, I can't find it. And I buy this stuff wherever it's available most of the time. Like I said, I'm not brand specific. I happen to buy it from this place because they had plenty of it, and they had a really good sale. It was like $4 a bottle, so I bought 4 bottles. A bottle of it generally lasts me like a month and a week, so you know, it's a quarter of a year for $16, and it resolved my back pain. So that's what I'd tell you. That would be my personal experience with Devil's Claw, is that it has been something that has made a huge difference for me when it comes to low back pain and the resolution of low back pain. It has done a lot to help me out. Now, doesn't make me loopy at all. It's not like being on, you know, some sort of a painkiller for back pain where you have some, you know, mind-altering effects. My understanding from having done the research online is that it's not taxing on the liver the way that a normal pain medicine would be. I haven't had any ill effects from it, and again, I've been taking it for several years, so you know, definitely something I can tell you from my personal experience that I feel like is a product that would help anybody with back pain. So if you're having arthritic, especially arthritic back pain, if you're having arthritic back pain, I would give it a fair shot. I would say that you'll know within 2 weeks whether or not that it would help you out. And you know, what's 2 weeks in the scope of trying to get rid of back pain that just affects you terribly. So that would be my advice for today. I'm Trigger Trauma. I hope you guys have a good day.